And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to pass. It's Norris. Here's the pressure. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big...
He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
A 3-yard gain there. It didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Turns on the Jets. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8.
Throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play. His longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
He'll stop the clock. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way.
Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Stopped in the backfield.
Opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If he's a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offense are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact. They do in situations like that. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now run it out of the gun with Brown. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. And he just overshot his man and threw.
Absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Complete in the middle. And they're able to get...
Does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Norris. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Back to pass on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to...
You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Trying to escape and get it himself. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Runs through, man. He might have space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the defense drags him down. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass turns
down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped.
Who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is their first date on his condition. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They didn't get a push.
But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Right back to the well. Stumbled to the ground.
And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Fires quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Buchanan. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They feed him again. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the field goal caps off this first quarter. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together.
What they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Norris. Under fire. And it's a sack.
That is how in a long situation. Nice job by this defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They'll give it to Brown. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Again, it's Brown. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. In the red area, it's Brown. Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease, and the UConn offense goes back to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Quickly complete. Across the 30. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time more than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Complete. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark
zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up
Forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
back to throw. It's Norris. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just third down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That's perfectly fine. From a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Wants to fire on second down. Working the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The option, the keeper. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets the back moving. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Buchanan. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Buchanan. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Norris. Pulls it in, it's Watson. A little more space, open up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Finds the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. There's a little room there. He works his way inside.
Push the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And those 15 times a game, make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 20. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado taking on the number 12 team, the Florida Gators. Now over to your game inside the big house. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Huskies will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Flips it out in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a UConn going back to work on offense. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose.
Key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Pocket breaking down. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line. And
he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
It's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches.
Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. The give on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on.
Talked about a lot, unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just not quite
Able to make the kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll get him down after the return. Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job.
I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Quarterback feeling the pressure and down. He's
not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that.
You got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
That's reeled in. It's Reeder. Defense played the wild. This offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Back to throw, it's Norris. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And he got enough for the 1st down, but we'll need to check on that injured player. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man down the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wideouts either side. With the catch, it's Bear. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll run the option. Keeps it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down. The UConn offense goes back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete.
Offense, unfortunately, just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
A lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
To the air, it's Norris. Here comes the heat. Quickly to the tight end. He works his way to the 20. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Going for it all. And wings it incomplete.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. They had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution out of him moving forward.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Handoff to the lone back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a... UConn going back to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Looks as if it's the junior getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Ready. Red 18. Red 18. Ready to go.
The play action fake. Rushes on him. And they got him.
And how about this?
Defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here.
22.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets across the 25, steered up. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got enough for the first down, and
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence.
They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs.
pass rush coming after the quarterback. And
a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And he was drilled just as he released. Wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option look. Inside the 45. On the move at the 30. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the kid. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reeder. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and...
Right, like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
6. With the clock running, this should be the final play. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many